Hey everybody, it's in the shop with Tom. How's everybody doing today? You know, I've always wanted to make a video about this and talk about it, and nobody talks about it. You know, a lot of people, I'm in the trades, you know, and some people, there's not as many tradespeople now as there used to be. And you see in the paper, Craigslist, online, wherever, people hiring. Nobody wants to work. That's the general idea I get anymore with people. Kids go to college, you know, and this is what's been bothering me personally, is kids will go to college, you know, they'll probably spend 60, 80, $100,000 at college that they'll have to pay back. So by the time they pay that back, maybe it might take them like 10 years, you know. There's one guy here. Over here is another guy. He goes to trade school, or he becomes an apprentice, which is a great way to do it. Because you can even go to trade school and you really don't learn first-hand experience stuff. You need to get out in the field and learn. I mean, I've had people work for me that didn't know anything, that learned a lot of stuff. I've worked with people that, you know, I didn't know a lot and learned a lot from them. That's how it is. That's how you acquire your knowledge. You don't just go to school, read a book, and then you know, it's amazing. You know everything. Just like college. Guys go to college, they basically take a chance on this, basically on this premise that you're going to go to college and then you're going to graduate, and then the next day you're going to get a big, you know, this big job, you know, and all you basically have is a piece of paper. Basically, you paid a lot of money for it. That probably 5 out of 10 people, maybe more, don't use it anyways. They end up getting a job doing something else, and they have this college education sitting in their back pocket they never used. Because they go to college because mom and dad in the school system tell you need to go to college, or else you're going to be a loser, pretty much. I've been to several college or high school graduations and heard this, you know, all the speeches, and they, you know, you listen to all they announce so and so, and he's going to this college, and this guy's going to that college. You never hear anybody say this guy's going to school to be a tradesman, or this guy's going to walk out the door and go get a job. You know, I graduated high school. I went and I got a job. You know, and learned a lot, and over my years of experience, you know, and then one day I just thought it was time to do my own thing. So I took a chance and invested in myself. And when you go to college, that's all you're doing too, is you're investing in yourself, basically. Which is kind of, it sounds crazy, but that's what you're doing. You're taking a chance. When you're taking 60, 100 grand, you're just throwing it out there and see if it sticks to the wall. If you can make it, great. If you don't, well, oh well. You know, they still want their money. I mean, people talk about college, I mean, all it is a business. I mean, they make it sound like you need to do this. It's a business. That's all it is, business. You pay for this, pay for that. It's a business. If it was me, I would be in the trade from day one. My suggestion is maybe get an apprenticeship working for somebody. Maybe get a job, you know, working for 10, 12 bucks an hour, learning, being the cleanup guy, being whatever, and learn that way, and work your way up through the field. Union, you can get in the union, be an apprentice in the union. I mean, they have some classes, but they don't, you know, they're not, it's not like college where you're paying up to you know what. So it's just the state of the way things are right now. If you're a tradesman, I think at some point, it's starting to come to that now, you're going to be able to name your own price. Like there was a time where nurses were a shortage. So they had, you know, sign-on bonuses and this and that. And that seems to alleviate that problem. There's going to be a time where, you know, and especially even here in our area, like HVAC guys, there's a shortage of them. There's basically a shortage of them wherever you go. If you have that skill and you're a good HVAC guy, you'll always work. You can work for yourself, just like plumbers. And you know, like there's heating, like we're always going to have water. We're always going to have drains. So, I mean, there's another good skill you can get into. I mean, you can basically work on it, you know, get a job as a plumber's helper, and over the years learn the trade, and eventually you can be the guy, you know. Either work for yourself, start your own business, you know, and you can start on a budget, work your way up. That's the best way. There's a lot of guys that go out and borrow a ton of money and get into business, and they fall flat in their face. So I wouldn't suggest doing that either. I've seen that 100 times. Big contractors go out and they spend tons of money, buy all kinds of new trucks, new equipment, and then they don't make it. because they have so much overhead. So I think you invest in yourself and see what kind of person you are. I mean, everybody's like, oh, you work for yourself, this and that. You know what? It's a chance. I mean, I can be slow tomorrow. I mean, just like your job, though, you can get fired tomorrow. So that's where I am with that. I think more people should go into the trades. I mean, there's a lot of kids out there that are just going to college and they're not doing anything with it. They spent all that money, you know, and they come out of college, they come out of high school, and it's like somebody twists their arm and say, okay, you gotta go to college now, you know, and they're not ready. Just not, you know, some kids do well, you know. I mean, it happens here at home, and one goes, one doesn't, and that's fine. You know, it's just a matter of, but it's such a huge business. If you were a smart kid, you sat back and started thinking about it, all the fees they charge and everything they do. You know, I'm not down on college. I think we need doctors, we need lawyers, we need these people, but everybody thinks they're going to be able to do it, and you just can't. So that's why we have a shortage of tradesmen, because this new generation doesn't want to work. I mean, I know a lot of contractors, and a lot of them are 40 plus, most of them. You know, not a lot of young guys, and the younger guys that do it are don't know enough. You know, there's no integrity. Take people's money, not do the work, etc., etc., etc. It's just a sad state. So this is just my vent on that, and a little bit of a rant. But I just thought I started thinking about this morning when I woke up. I mean, all this money you spend, and you're taking a chance. You're basically risking it. It'd be better off taking $100K, buying an apartment building, and renovating it, and live in one part of it, and pay the rest, you know, and have it as revenue coming in. But we all don't think like that. I didn't think like that either. So I can't sit here and say, you know, I did this, I did that. You know, it's pretty sad. I spent a lot of years working with guys that had criminal justice degrees and you know, psychological, you know, training and this and that, and they're all paying all these big bills, and they were making they were making the same money I was making, and they were paying all these loans, you know. So that's, you know, in the shop with Tom. Sometimes it's a little out of the ordinary for me to have a little, you know, rant like that, but I guess my final thing would be, if you love doing something, then you'll never work. Like, you know, if you love doing what you do, you'll never work a day in your life. That's just so true. So, you know, people go to work and they get jobs right off the bat, and they hate their job. They still work because they don't want to look for another. They're too lazy, or they don't want to move up to another job. And then they get bills, they get married, they have kids, and they can't. They're trapped. So I'd rather see somebody young take a chance when you're young instead of when you're old. But all right, have a good day. It's Sunday morning. I'm actually gonna go to work. See you guys later. Peace.